Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee, the moderator today. So be kind. We're going to do what we can to keep the list straight. So we'll see how it goes. We don't know if there'll be a lot of people today or not since we were off all of last weekend.
Yes, but it's great to be back. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
We had a lot of fun at the Hoodoo Fest.
Yes, we did.
But we missed y'all.
We missed you all. We missed you all. 100%. Sunny missed you all too. All right, well, you know what? Today I am using my once again the New Orleans Oracle cards. I just think it's a nice colorful deck. Been using it. I used it once before, I think, for our collective recently, so let's do so again.
Thanks, Ariana.
I'm gonna let you pick one, Mr. O.
Alrighty.
Sonny is purring away here. He's like, yes, the show is back.
Hi, Kara.
Hey, Kara. Sonny's here.
Thank you, Pagan Princess. Okay, do you get these upside or?
They're up, right side up.
All right. Keep going, it says.
What is it called?
Keep going, number 24.
Okay.
Yes, we were at a 2-day fest, the Detroit Hoodoo Fest. This was the 3rd annual, and we just go there to vend readings in their hall, their bazaar that they have,
And buy stuff.
and buy stuff and sell a few things, hopefully. But it
Yes.
was really nice. We had a really great time. We did make back our basic cost, so we were happy.
We're happy with that. It was kind of a low turnout event, so just to make that cost was really good. And we gave away a few things that we had. We took our tarot spinning wheel and gave away some prizes. A 15-minute video reading
Right, somebody won
was
a
one of
reading.
them.
Hmm.
So at any rate, what the heck is keep going about? I think I know. Well, there are many times when we feel like we've had enough, done enough, and been through enough. These feelings of frustration are just reminders that we are not yet where we want to be, but we are on our way. Take a moment to count the small milestones that are contributing to the bigger picture. Sometimes we can be so focused on where we are not that we forget just how far we've come. Right now, it's important that you continue to move forward no matter how small the steps may seem. You are on the right track and success will be inevitable. But if you allow yourself to dwell on the negative thoughts or put your energy into things that you cannot control, then you are more likely to buy into the illusion of being stuck and it will be harder for you to move forward. Just keep going is the message of this card. But also I think an all-important message of this card is, to really focus on the journey, not the end result, not the worries about whether you're going to get there or not, but focusing on the journey itself. Your milestones, the crises you had to face and how you handled them or didn't. It's all important to the final result.
Absolutely.
So that's what I have for everybody. I see we've got some more people. that came
Raven
in.
and Farida have joined us. Good evening or good day to you, wherever you're at. And while Banshee adds you to the list, I'm just going to briefly mention that tomorrow my Emotional Exchanges is on at 7 a.m. And I have time-stamped the video so that you can go directly to your elemental area. So, of course, the reading is divided up amongst the air, fire, water, and earth signs. So when the video presents at 7 a.m., you can just go right to the area that you're concerned most with. All right.
Okay, let's get the show on the road. And we'll watch out for new names
Thank you,
and
Farida.
add people as we can. Where's the rest of my card? Too?
All right. So Estelle is first.
So let's first. Why don't you grab a deck since I'm
Yeah, I have decks right here.
putting my stuff away.
And Estelle, I hope you're still watching.
Hey, Estelle. Let's give Estelle a moment or two. I'll shuffle up the Lenormand in the meantime.
So we were off last week, both Thursday. No, were we?
Yeah, we were here Thursday. That
right.
was the
We
last
were off
day.
happy hour Saturday
Yes.
and Sunday, but we will now be back for both of those.
It's a normal week this week, and I believe a normal week next week, right?
Mostly, I can't think of anything that's up there. Happy hour will be on this Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We will be moving a happy hour at the beginning of June at some point, right?
Yeah, it's going to be later. I think it'll be the following week,
Yeah,
June 3rd.
June, yeah, okay.
June 3rd, we are having a happy hour, but because we have another engagement, we're going to have our happy hour at 4 p.m.
Right, we'll
on
be reading at the bakery
Saturday,
again.
June 3rd. And we're still waiting for a cell. Don't make us
Let's call Estelle.
put you at the bottom of the list if you're not here when we call. Hi, Libra.
I'll get you on the list, Estelle.
We have to move you to the bottom.
All
Kara,
right.
you could do the countdown.
No, not yet. Not yet.
No.
Ignore him. Let me get Libra on the list. That'll give Estelle a moment.
And everybody's saying hello again, but we already have you on the list, so just hang there. Don't disappear, or you go to the bottom if you're
And
not
as a
here when we
matter
call
of
you.
fact, I'm about to go ahead and count down someone.
Kara or anyone may count down for a cell if they wish. We always start with 5. And if you're Kara, of course, that means it could be 7 or 6.
6, yes. Kara.
You never disappoint. Thank you.
It's done, Kara.
It is done.
All right, Eselle's at the bottom of the list. Eselle can leave a question if they do come back.
So that means Libra is up then, and Libra has asked what's coming towards them. So I'm going to
Wait a minute, Libra's up?
Yes.
So I didn't
You
have
have
to add... Oh, silly me. I don't know why I put Libra on the list again.
I don't either, but I did mention
Yeah,
that.
you're right. You're right, you did.
Game over. I like that, Kara. And Estelle will probably show up again, and Estelle knows
Right.
the story, so.
Okay, so Libra wants what's coming towards her?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, my goodness.
And Angel Mary has shown up with a question, too. Can you get that copied in there, or can you wait for me to do it?
I'll do what I can here.
Well, I can do it after
No.
I shuffle these cards for Estelle.
It's kind of hard to get in there to do
I mean,
that.
Libra.
Oh,
Sorry.
there we go.
Sorry, Estelle. We had to move you to the bottom of the list because you weren't here.
You can't keep waiting, you know that.
Oh, you did. Good. Good for you, Libra.
Oh, gosh, why did that happen?
All you had to do was say, you do it for me, and I would have.
Well, now I'm late, so too bad. Okay, so what's going on with Libra? Got an apartment. Yay! That's awesome, Libra.
Congrats. Okay, so here's the first card for you, Libra. What's coming towards you? It's the 9 of Cups.
Oh, my gosh.
Folks, you can't make this up.
But is it upright?
It is upright.
Awesome.
And then, of course, it's the King of Cups, but the King of Cups is reversed. And then it's the Page of Coins, and that is upright.
Well, and of course I take the most ginormous Lenormand deck, and hopefully you can fit the cards there, Mr. O.
Is that the
somehow.
bouquet? Is that the bouquet?
That is the Lilies, number 30.
Thank you.
Lilies.
Only asking.
That's interesting that there is a cup on that card.
And then, is that the tree, or should I?
It is the tree. Jeez, oh, Pete.
Well, it looks like a bouquet to me, so there.
A bouquet of lilies.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, Libra, wow, looks like you get your heart's desire, a wish come true, you know, that could be finding an apartment, you know, that you need. It sounds awesome. It sounds like positive energy around you right now for manifesting what you desire. You know what the heck's
King of
that?
Cups.
But, you know, hey, moving can be tough, you know. Moving can be stressful. I almost wonder if this is just talking about what's coming towards you now. And so, you know, got to try to balance your emotions, got to try not to act out. Just try to get through the work that you need to get done here. And the Page of Pentacles is here to indicate that, you know, this could be a really good move for you. I think there's good news coming to you, whether, you know, it's some money, whether it's some breaks on rent. I don't know what it could be. Maybe it's going to, some of your costs are going to be lessened, maybe perhaps, or things are going to be easier to manage. What do you say? Before I go to
I
that.
think that the 9 of Cups is obviously the big change that's coming, maybe with the move and maybe things that are attendant to that. I'm wondering actually if the King of Cups could represent that there is a change in the status quo of a relationship, maybe an important one. So I don't know if this means that maybe there's, you know, a difference there of some sort, or maybe it's tied into the idea of the apartment or the good luck somehow. But I think that the Page of Coins, though, does sort of talk about maybe being able to have a time or space to really get into this. It's like a mini deep dive, because I sort of see some abstract qualities, sometimes mystical qualities with the Page of Coins, and it's sort of like saying, taking the time to really feel a situation, to read the room. So I'm wondering if maybe somewhere along the way there's a change in a relationship, or in a way that you feel towards a relationship, and the relationship could just be with a situation or something else. It doesn't have to necessarily be with a person.
Well, the page of coins to me could also just indicate that this is going to be a good beginning for you, a good new beginning for you, possibly financially. It's a good move. That's what I think. And I think that, that's basically it, the positive energy. Now, when I look and I think about the tree here in this situation, hey, it's not the house card, but the tree has roots, and so I think you can plant your roots here for a while, and maybe perhaps be comfortable there for some time. Seeing the lilies here, which sometimes is about longevity, sometimes with the tree, I really kind of get that vibe.
Well, I'd rather see the tree as sort of reinforcing some of this idea here that's really about growth, and looking into that and seeing it or understanding it. And then I sort of see the lily as maybe playing a role with this card, the idea that maybe there's a natural evolution that has to come with your feelings or emotions about a relationship or situation. And so I won't indicate that it's necessarily a big status quo change, but I guess it could be, depending on what you might be going through. But it really represents more like the chance of something's evolving and moving. And so maybe it's just, you coming to terms with where that really will take you. And that's
what we have for you. Looks pretty good, Libra. What's coming towards you? Looks like you're going to be off to a fresh, good start. Good luck with that.
All right.
That's yours. All right.
So now it's just going to be your deck, and the next person is
Angel Mary.
Angel Mary.
Did they leave a question? Yes, they did. They just left it. Why Mr. Kadri doesn't answer my phone call and messages? Okay.
I remember we asked about them last time too.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's see what we get. Okay.
Okay, and I will briefly mention that we will be back on Sunday too for our regular live stream at 2 to 4 p.m.
Going to use the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck that my son got me for my birthday.
You're
wait
welcome,
a minute,
Libra.
it was Mother's Day. It was my Mother's Day gift. That and the Hocus Pocus Tarot, but that's a little out of season. We'll see that another time. All right. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh. Three of Swords, but the Three of Swords is reversed. Oh, this is a new card. There are 2 additional cards in this deck, and I pulled one of them, the Well, which we can take that a lot of different ways, I feel.
This is a tarot,
reading.
though.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh.
2 extra cards in 80 deck tarot, Mr. O. What will you do? Use your intuition. All right. So,
okay, I was waiting for the final
card
one.
number 3. Ooh, it's Death reversed. This is really interesting, I think. Could go a lot of ways here.
Okay, so let me roll mine out.
All right. Well, yeah, the Lenormand, please.
And I had the Fish.
Okay.
And the Book.
I feel as though Mr. Kadri is going through some emotional stuff right now. I'll say that, Angel Mary. They're processing something. They're trying, it may be a healing process that they're actually going through. The 3 is reversed. Sometimes, though, with that 3 of Swords reversed, people have a hard time healing, and they like to hold on to their emotional baggage for whatever reasons, you know? It's like a crutch to them, so they don't have to, they can use it as an excuse not to move on, not to get involved in things. It's just a convenient way to avoid stuff. I'm looking at death reversed here before I get to this well, and I feel with death reversed, it seems like, yeah, they're not doing a lot right now, I feel. They're, or maybe they're not, I think this is relating to the fact that they're not moving very fast on contacting you. I don't know if that means they never will, but I feel here that they're suddenly stalled. They're just stalled. And maybe they're giving something a lot of deep thought right now. When I think of a well, there's a lot of different associations, you know. It could be about health. It could be about getting knowledge, because that's here too with the book. I'm not going to rule that out. But that's why I'm saying I'm thinking they're giving something a lot of thought here.
I feel something significant happened. It may be personal. It also may be something that's maybe professional. And it's given them a lot of room for pause, or maybe feeling like they're somehow trapped, somehow in a rut, or separated from certain conditionalities that are enabling their lives. And I'm wondering if it could be about health in some way too, like maybe they're having a health situation. Can the fish talk about health?
Yes, but and if it can. It usually talks about things that flow in the body, though, like blood.
Well, and then you have this well too. So I'm just wondering if there is maybe a possible health situation going on, and they're working on really figuring out other things right now in their life, but they're sort of running into some dead ends, or they're sort of running into some challenges. And so I don't think it's personal, Angel Mary. I just sort of think they're preoccupied, and you might have to just be persistent to some degree, but don't be overwhelmingly persistent.
Well, you need to probably get to the bottom of it, you know, and
You
maybe
sure do.
that's why the well is here too.
Oh.
Might be saying maybe you need to get to the bottom of this. They may be doing something too. I wonder too if it has something to do with financial matters, you know. Maybe they've had some financial problems. I like what Mr. O said about health as a possibility here, but another thing I might factor into this is maybe right now they're commiserating or collaborating with other people to try to, you know, maybe on some money-making venture. Whatever the case may be, they're clearly preoccupied and stalled with getting back to you. That's what I think.
Agreed. All
Yeah,
right.
that's what we have for you. Good luck with that. And it's Pagan Princess next. And did Lena leave a question? Okay,
Pagan
Lena,
Princess
when you're
wanted
ready,
a general.
you can go ahead and write your question.
Yeah, I mentioned that too.
Yeah.
Pagan Princess asked for a general
Okay.
reading, I
Oh,
believe. I'm going to
okay.
check.
All right.
Yes, general reading. Okay,
All right.
got it. Thank you. You're welcome, Angel Mary.
Your deck and my Lenormand.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you.
No, that's right.
You're welcome, Angel Mary. Good luck with that.
You're welcome. And I'm going to use my Olympus Tarot for Pagan Princess. Whoops, where am I at? I'm trying to pull up
Well,
my window
you
here.
know, it's a little vague, Angel Mary, but I will say one thing. They just definitely, with that death card, they are not moving too soon. So you may have to push that envelope. That's why I'm thinking you may have to get to the bottom of it.
I'm writing their
I am.
question in.
I got it.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Maybe.
Well, I was going to do it, but
Oh boy.
okay, it's on you
Pasting
now.
from MacBook Pro? Oh, is that you?
You shouldn't have
typed
interfered
it.
with me.
Doggone it.
I abandoned it because you said I am, so now it's on you.
Well, it must have done it because it was pasting from your MacBook Pro, I think.
Well, I never gave it the paste command. I only did the
Whatever.
copy command.
We've got the question, Lena. Thank you. All right.
Don't be trivial with me.
Trivial? I wouldn't do that.
No, never. Never.
Uh-oh, Kara's got the monsters ready.
Scary monsters?
Yep.
No. Crap.
What happened?
I don't know. I hope we're still here. I don't know if we are.
Are we live?
There's no way I'll be able to tell.
Hi there.
I'm not sure what happened, but I don't seem to be in the studio anymore.
Well, Kara said yes.
That was answering your question
Oh.
with the delay.
Kara said yes.
Okay.
He somehow got out of the...
I don't have the studio, though.
He doesn't have the studio up. We may have to restart, but let's try to figure it out. If we go away, we'll keep the list as normal. Sorry about this. Something happened.
It's called touchy spazzy keyboard that I can't stand anymore.
I wish you'd just stay out of the list now. I'll take the questions.
It wasn't even that. Sorry. It wasn't even that.
All right, well, the list is open, but we might have to restart. Are you there?
No.
Oh,
I'm just going to fly blind.
okay, he's just going to fly blind. Will you be able to change screens at all? No.
Yes, I will. I
Okay.
just won't be able to see anything I'm doing in real time.
I see. Okay. All right, cool picks.
Oh, and
Craig,
now
we'll
now
get
we're
you
having a
on
strange
the list.
now we're having some stuff. Something just happened a moment ago.
It's Mars. Maybe.
Yeah.
So let me
There's
update the
fluctuations.
list.
Ah, I am irritated.
Do you need to start over?
I don't know what I need. I don't
You're
know what I
really
need.
starting to, take the steam out of this. Let's see.
I'm ready to read cards. I just don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Pagan Princess wanted a general reading, right?
Right, and I have cut and everything, so here
Right.
we go. Okay, the first card, and I apologize. It's the upright Ten of Wands. And then it's the reversed Wheel of Fortune. And then it's the upright Nine of Wands.
Okay, so let me get this straight. This is the Ten of Wands upright. This is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And then this is the Nine of Wands upright. So you got the 9 and the 10 of Wands upright. Oh. Okay, hang on. We got the mountains. And we got the anchor. All right, you wanted a general Pagan Princess. I sense here with these cards at any rate that if you're not experiencing it now, that there's a time of some heavy burdens coming your way. It's as if maybe some twist of fate has occurred or will occur that will cause you to have to maybe work harder towards your goals and really dig in. I mean, the Nine of Wands is here to say, if you really believe in something, if you truly want something, you have to fight. You have to be willing to fight for it. Roll up your sleeves and fight for it. And the Ten of Wands is indicating it may not be easy. Now, I could take this in a lot of different directions. This could be in, a relationship that might be experiencing some ups and downs. This could also be in your work, career, financial sector. So, it could be anywhere, but there's some issues here that need to be worked on. And let me just finish, Mr. O, because I think this is important.
No, take your time.
I'm looking at the anchor here, and I'm thinking that the anchor and the mountains say to me, well, it's one of two things. I like one better than the other, but one is you could be anchored in obstacles right now. You're kind of stuck, because of some, it's slow going. It just seems like things that you want to do will be slow going. That's one thing. Or what this might be telling me is that it's very similar to the message of the Nine of Wands here. You're just going to have to dig that anchor in and keep clawing your way through these obstacles here, through these burdens, to make it to the top, to get what you want.
The reading is most likely about your personal life and interconnections with people, and possibly how it relates to your job, your career, or other interactions. It may not be specifically about your emotional life, like your romantic life, but it could embroider upon that. But I think the idea is that there feels like a lot of things that are hard to deal with, and that there's a sense that, going forward here, it looks like it's circumstances of bad luck of some sort, or unexpected things that
we can't control
are driving some of the hardships going on. And it's like Banshee said, it's mostly about really you having to find that resolve to kind of dig in there. It just may be in this next period of time, this is really what's going on in a general reading, that there's just a lot of turmoil more in those areas of your life.
So generally what it's basically saying is hard work ahead, hard work ahead, particularly if you want to stand and fight for it. And really when I see the Nine of Wands here upright, I think you do, you don't want to give up and call it quits. So don't. The wheel is something that is ever changing. Things will start swinging to your advantage so long as you put yourself in it. It's bound to succeed if you just dig in and give it all you have.
Ultimately, I'm not sure, what this is, about in terms of the sectors of your life, but I have to agree with Banshee. I just feel like there's a sense of a success for you if you're able to hang in there, dig in a little bit, and keep working on what those issues are.
It's what we have for you. I wish you luck with that.
Good luck, Pagan Princess.
All right. And it's going to be Sterling. Welcome, Sterling.
You're welcome. We have some little bit of disruption in the frame, is what it looks like in the bit rate or whatever. The streaming, it doesn't look real significant unless you guys tell me it is.
Well, let's just keep rolling. So keep Sterling is up. Are you here, Sterling?
Give Sterling a moment, and
yeah, let's make some announcements.
Hello, just wanted to tell you, Goth Tarot is still on Wednesday mornings, 8 o'clock. Listen to the shadow side of your life. And also we have the Your Weird Week, Mondays at 9 a.m.
I think we were pretty spot on with this last one we did for this week. We kind of thought it might relate to the debt ceiling in the U.S., and
yeah,
I think it did. We will recap it, of course, at the beginning of next Weird Week and look ahead.
So it looks like Sterling may not be here.
Yeah, I think we have to count down.
We'll put them down and move ahead.
All right. I'm going to update the list, and that means, Ariana, you are up.
Ariana is up.
Ariana.
Game over. So while I'm mentioning shows again, I'll also mention that Banshee's Material Matters is on Sunday mornings at 10
I'll be
a.m.
live in the chat today, or Sunday.
Yes, we will be here live in the chat, so this will be, back to normal pretty much. And we'll give Ariana a moment.
Ariana, where did you go? Now, why is everybody ducking out? All right, let me repost the list. Maybe that'll help. Wow, we're just gonna be playing shuffleboard here.
Let's just move on to Christine, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there you
You're here.
are.
We were almost going to do the
Ready
countdown.
to give up on you. Come on, Aries. All right.
It's your
Let's
deck
do
too
it.
this time.
Yes. All right. Go ahead and type your question. Uh-oh, Sunny's back.
Hello, Sunman.
Hello, Sunny. Hello. Oh, you're all wet. Been in the water?
Did he just move the
He
thing?
probably did.
We have our question.
Okay. Who should I get with, Zach or Martin? All right. We'll do the 2 and 2 and see what we get.
Oh, okay.
They're both Virgos.
Well, I don't know about that.
All right, let's do this.
Virgo and Aries, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. All right, hey, let's get going. So it's Zach and Martin, right in that order?
Mhm.
I think that's what I was thinking. Okay,
Mhm.
This is Zach. We have the World upright. And, the 5 of Pentacles reversed. 5 of Earth. For Martin, we have the 7 of Wands upright. And the Earth King reversed.
Which is King of Pentacles. How interesting.
I think so. Don't do the Lenormand
Okay.
yet. Let's hold off on that for a minute. Let's look at Zach. Zach has this, oh gosh,
The
the
world.
world. Oh my goodness. Well, he could be your world, It's possible
He's
here.
more worldly. He's more experienced. He's been around a little bit more, maybe in terms of whatever experience or whatever.
Well, and in regards to who you should be with, that sounds like a world can be about successful completion of something, which means maybe, this could culminate into a longer term relationship. The 5 of Pentacles, it's noteworthy that this is reversed here, I feel, because it indicates that you could almost feel like you really belong with Zach. When it's upright, it might make me feel differently about that. But I feel here there's a sense more of belonging, like you feel a comfortability with Zach.
Well, I'm mostly looking at it as a character study of their qualities and not necessarily coming from your point of view. So when I look at that,
Well, you do that and I'll do it my way.
not only do I see this worldly nature, experience nature, but I get the feeling like he is somebody who has had heartbreaks before, but he's always willing to kind of come back and try again. So he may be somebody who I said has been experienced in the ways of romance, no matter, even if he's close to your age and maybe hasn't had a lot of experience, he's known a certain pain of being alone.
Well, I like that he's going that route because he can do that, and I can tell you which one I think, might work better for you based on what I see in the cards here. But I think he could do that too by you assessing their personalities, or what they're made of. And so both work. So the 7 of
Wands.
Wait a minute, that's sky.
That's swords, isn't it?
It's swords.
Oopsie daisy.
Well, but you know what? I was not leaning happily towards Martin here anyway. And maybe that's another reason why. The 7 of Swords is here, and this could be kind of a complicated relationship, There may be difficulties in, honest dialogue with one another, Martin might be kind of secretive and sneaky to some degree. And then I see the King of Earth here as well, which...
Well, you said he's a Virgo, and, Virgos are usually pretty ethical, but that doesn't mean that that's always true with each and every Virgo. And so I sort of see the idea that maybe there is sort of a little edge to him, and that maybe, sometimes the ends justifies the means. Now, you could be okay with that in terms of, most things, but this could just be saying that down the road, some things about him may be more questionable. The King of Pentacles reversed sort of sounds like a Capricorn who sort of has an inverse quality, and that could be mean, that could be secretive.
Well, that could also be somebody who wants what they want, no matter what it takes to get it. So they can be a bit manipulative, and coupled with that 7 of Swords, that just doesn't look very promising to me. I have to say, from what I see here, Zach seems like a finer person, but, the choice as always is yours.
Right now it looks like it's leaning towards Zach, maybe, in a way.
It does. It does.
All right, so what am I doing here? Drawing 2 for each?
Yeah, why don't we? And let's see.
Okay, do I draw them together, or 1, 1, 1, 1?
Do it that way.
Okay.
Or, you could do it front bottom for one and then front bottom for the other. Do that, yeah.
Okay, so that's
I like
Zach.
that. Yeah.
And that's Martin. It would have been the same either way, but let's
guess.
go with it. Okay, so on the Zach side, his first one is the whip.
What the
His
heck?
second one is the coffin. So it's kind of like a slow down, hurry up. I don't know.
I'm not sure what to make of that.
Maybe it could be indicating that he finds he will have to rein in certain instincts he has to move more aggressively in certain matters, or that he may find that if he is moving more aggressively or more assertively quickly on a certain particular matter, there could be harm from that. There may be some consequences if he's rushing something. Is he a too speedy driver? Things like that. I don't know. You got something different?
I don't know. I'm trying to process this. I'm not happy about it. It's almost as if I could feel like maybe there is something not quite right here either, in that, if things could come to an end abruptly with Zach. So I'm not, I mean, that's what I look at here, an abrupt ending. Unless, of course, they're involved with somebody else right now, and that could abruptly come to an end. You know, not liking this. And here I thought there was longevity with the world, but maybe what it means is, you know, this has the potential to be a successful union. But of course, you know, there are many things that could.
I didn't mean he was necessarily rushing things with you. I just meant that that was part of his nature.
Okay.
But I think what Banshee says is kind of interesting too.
I just sort of feel here that it's possible here that Zach might be somebody who has a lack of patience. And so I feel here that, you know, this could cause some problems and frictions in the relationship going forward. And things could come to an abrupt end over something relatively minor, you know, but because they just don't want, they have no patience, you know, to deal with things. So that could be a drawback here. Let's see what we've got with Martin.
Okay, well, we get his top card being fish.
Oh my goodness.
And his bottom card being the bouquet.
Well, I have to say, Martin could provide you with some real financial comfort. You know, that's one thing here that looks clear to me, is that your life would be comfortable in a financial area, but I just think there could be some duplicity in this relationship, you know, and you would have to keep an eye on Martin, you know. So what I guess I'm kind of, it's a mixed bag here now. I can't necessarily pick one over the other. What I would suggest to you is don't move too fast on either of these and really check them out.
Yeah, give them a little time to show more of themselves.
They each have advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have to ask again at some point.
That's true. It could be that. And I don't know if Banshee takes the whip that way, but it is interesting. I guess I can see that, certainly.
Yeah, it could be that he's ending something with someone else. I'm not going to rule that out. You know, and that abrupt ending could lead to something, you know, further advancing for you.
We'll have to look at it again.
Yeah. But that's what we have today. The cards are kind of mixed bag on this one.
All right.
Good luck with that. I'll get those. Okay. All right. I'll get the list out. We are on Christine.
Christine wanted a general reading.
Yep. All right. We may end early. Holy moly.
Well, who knows, right?
Hey, it's okay. Our first time back.
Hi, Christine.
Hey, Christine. Your deck, right? Yeah.
Yes. And I think I will use the Moon Baby Tarot. One of Violet's favorites. I'll have to razz her about that. I used the Moon Baby.
And you weren't
and
here.
you weren't here. And the Moon Baby is based on an old 70s, one of the first authorized reproductions of the Rider-Waite. It was a little bit psychedelic-y. It was 1972, and it literally is the Waite Rider deck, but with a different, more vibrant coloring scheme. You're welcome, Ariana. The Moon Baby is kind of, I know it's always a bummer, is a reproduction of that with maybe a little bit altered coloring. I like it. Violet wouldn't rest until I got it.
Well, she knew you had the old one, and it was so worn out.
All right, Christine. Our first card is the Two of Cups reversed. Then we have the Four of Cups upright. Wow, they're all cups. And then we have the Ace of Cups reversed.
Well, you're going to
So
find this very interesting.
this is a lot of to deal with something that affects you emotionally. So it's about someone or something you really like or enjoy. So in the Lenormand, you got the Gentleman, right? Is that the Gentleman?
Correct.
And the Scythe.
Again.
Well, no, this is the first time.
Oh,
today
that's
for
right. We had
Scythe,
the
yeah.
rod last time. Oopsie,
Yeah.
oopsie.
Ah,
Well, something has been, is going to be emotionally disappointing, to say the least, upsetting, and it could involve some relation or some, whether it doesn't have to be love, it can be anything, something to do with interpersonal relations with others. It could be a man or it just could be somebody else specific in your life, that there seems to be something's coming to a head, and it could cause a major, a rift, a possible parting of ways, whether this is a friendship, whether this is a connection of some sort, whether this is a business partner, whether this is you, even, if I have to take it out of the emotional realm, even you parting ways in a business or something that, you were passionate about, a project or a goal you're working on with someone. And I feel here, you're really gonna, this is gonna really make you take a step back from things for a bit. This is a general reading for what's coming, so I feel this maybe hasn't happened yet, or if you're experiencing it now, you're going to be going through this period of contemplation and stepping back from, and really determining what your next move should be. Should you dial it down a bit now? Should you just spend more time in solitude and reflection? Or should you take on something else at this time? I'll wait on that, but this fits right in.
So I feel with the Four of Cups there that maybe you have been or you will be waiting for something, and you're sort of feeling like you're waiting for the best possible result or situation to present itself. But I think what you'll find is that you don't have a lot of faith in this working out. You're going to lose faith, trust, harmony, etc., that this situation is working out. It could be about a relationship, like maybe you're giving somebody more time to sort of, show where they're going, and maybe they're not going in the same direction. But it could also be about other situations that have those kind of qualities where a new friendship may be moving a certain way, or you think it is, but it really isn't. And so maybe you are going to be disappointed in the way something works out with either a new friendship or a situation that you thought you were going to really enjoy. You thought maybe you were waiting to see it build or waiting to see something really come out of it, and you're going to realize it's not going to come out of it. In fact, maybe somehow with the Lenormand, which I'm going to jump ahead there, it sort of is being detracted, like it's just working out the opposite in a way.
Well, too, if I look at that Lenormand, because the Scythe is not cutting away at this person, I don't know if this means that this rift may not be permanent, or maybe what this means is what you need to do if you want to try to rectify or resolve what's wrong here, you need to cut away at the things that are ripping this apart. You need to deal with the problems at hand and see if there's any way to come to some terms with it in order for, this to move in a more positive direction once more.
I kind of like that. It's like you're waiting for the better decision to happen, or you will be waiting, but it's not going to happen because somebody else or something else is sort of destroying it, or it looks like it could be that way. So you may have an opportunity to try to change things.
Oh, wow, Christine. Wow.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, it's picking it up, so I don't know if it's going to, if something with this is going to come back to you to either resolve something or make something final. I know you say you're good with it, you've accepted it, but there's something up here. So
does somebody want to resolve something that you just don't feel needs to be resolved anymore, and you sort of would be just as well with, not having to go back to it maybe?
yeah. So good luck with this. Wish you the best.
That's fine. Thank you. And I love the feedback. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, you could do that. You know, you could DM me if you want on Twitter if you're still there. You are still there. I know you are. Or you could write to our Gmail at TFT and get us both that way. I
Yes.
always let Mr. O see things on Twitter if it's involving both of us, so either way. All right. Oh, I'm not doing my job.
So
Kara, you are up.
You think somebody visited and maybe you want to know if that is something about that. That's interesting. I should have brought my ghost tarot. Good for you. Hope that works out for you.
Awesome. Well, that's good
Okay.
for you. Absolutely. Congrats on that, Christine. Stepping lightly, my arms felt restless, felt myself shake my arms to stop weird feeling. Think someone said something negative. Okay.
Do you have a good one for that?
Well, I'm going to use this one, I think.
Alright.
Just the Witch's Garden.
There you go. Oh, that's the best part.
What?
Saving money.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, we got the Fool reversed. Seven of Cups upright.
Is it upright? What's
Reversed. Sorry. Oh, what is
You're welcome,
this?
Christine.
Two of Cups upright.
Okay.
You're welcome, Christine.
So in
What a
Lenormand,
mixed bag.
there's the mountain. First there is a mountain and the book. Now,
I don't know. Let's see. You know.
I wonder if it could be.
Hang on. So you're wondering if someone sent negative towards you. Well, the Fool reversed, you know, could be. Let's not. If they did, they made a really big misstep here. You know, it didn't have the effect they would have hoped it would have had. We might want to do a yes/no on this question, I feel, because I'm not sure we're giving you the answer here unless you see
Sure.
one. I feel like maybe, you know, that what the Seven of
Cups.
Cups is saying here, reversed, is that, you know, you might be onto something. You might be onto this being true. And what is this? Is this somebody you used to have a friendship for, you know, that maybe you were close to in some way? I mean, I'm almost wondering if it's somebody you've had a major rift with, you know, in your past.
Well, when I look at that Seven of Cups reversed, I think that there's something clarifying about what happened, something that sort of made you realize that's what the possibility is. Because there could have been other possibilities, but maybe deep down you know who or why or some general ideas about what that is. And the Fool reverse could be saying a couple of things. It could be saying that maybe you are slightly blaming yourself, or you are slightly feeling that you left yourself open somehow.
Oh.
You sort of opened up a little mini hole and somebody got into that through you. Maybe it could also mean
Or
too,
some energy.
it could
right?
also mean too that maybe this is somebody who is mostly just trying to be mischievous, but it is a little bit of an intrusion, you know, They're not deathly serious, but they are maybe trying to rattle your cage, or maybe they're trying to make you understand or see a clarification. And I'm wondering if it's like a bad way for somebody to say, to poke you and say, notice me, I'm interested in you, but oops, they sort of did something wrong there with their spell or whatever.
Well, when I think about it, I like what you said about the Fool. I think here that,
Leah, you can join the list.
yeah, we'll get you on the list, Leah. Just give me time. We don't have I'm the moderator today, so what I'm looking at here, though, is I don't know, when I see that 7 reversed, it's about choices and making one. And, when it's reversed. So I wonder here if this is saying there is maybe one person or entity involved in this. And if it is an entity, Kara, as opposed to maybe somebody physical sending you energy, I wonder here if it's something that has been attached to you or is trying to attach itself to you. This just came to me now, so that's why I thought I would say
it's kind of funny because in the beginning I thought that maybe there was something spirit or non-human about it, and then I kind of went back the other way, but you're giving me room to pause there.
I think here with the Book and the Mountain, this might take a little time for you to figure out what it is. I would just say put up some protection for now, and keep vigilant. Just keep vigilant for your feelings and what you're feeling. With all of this here, I don't sense anything really seriously negative happening to you, because number one, with this Fool reversed, I think this was really kind of sloppy. Whatever this entity is, they're either not able to break in completely, which is why, all you had was just the effects that somebody was there or something was there, and nothing really serious happening. So forewarned is forearmed. Just do some protective work right now, and especially around yourself. The white light, the bubble around yourself. You may want to sage. You may want to your room a bit, etc., and make sure that's secure.
Well,
I don't think we have to do a yes no. I think there's something here.
I remember what I said about the clarifying, like maybe you're going to find out something or somebody's directing you to. So that's the book a little bit too in the Lenormand, but maybe it is not easily discovered. So I'm wondering if this is, like she says, just something that's sort of playfully or not exactly playfully poking at you.
Trying to attach itself.
And yeah, I think it's trying to attach itself to you.
Now, is it a happy spirit just because we have the 2 of Cups upright? Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. We do have the Fool reversed here, so I don't know if it's an energy you want necessarily.
It's a witch's imp.
Maybe. So, feel free to ask again on this, Kara. Just do some work on it and see what happens. Good luck with that.
All right.
I'll get Leah on the list.
I already did it. I think I added it correctly.
Leah MC?
McKinney.
Okay. All right. Let me get the list updated. Sunny is just completely in my way now.
You're welcome, Kara.
All right.
And reminding everybody we'll be here on Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. So, Rowan is next, and I don't believe they left us a question.
I hope you're still here. Let's give Rowan a few minutes.
Moments. There we are, General. All right. So I'm going to use the Ancestral Path Tarot for the general reading. And thank you for being here tonight. just going to mention again that I have put timestamps in tomorrow morning's emotional exchanges on our YouTube channel. You can click on them and go right to the section, the air signs, the fire signs, the water signs, and so on. So I think that's pretty cool. Got it. Thanks to our pseudo monitor, Kara.
All right.
We take all the help we can get.
Absolutely.
All right, Raven. General reading. First one is the Four of Sacred Circles. That's like the Four Pentacles. Then we have the reversed Three of Sacred Circles, Pentagrams. The first one was, of course, upright. And then finally, it's the Magician.
Oh.
And that is also upright.
Well, you would think Anthony was here or something.
All right, we've had the anchor a couple times. He's watching. Watch. He'll show up. Darn, I was just lurking here. And then the birds. The bird is the word, as they say.
So it's a general reading. Let me see what I'm getting out of this here. The Magician. Okay. I'm thinking here, you know, you have a lot of skills, you have a lot of talents, you have a lot of abilities. Be sure here that people aren't taking advantage of that. You know, we've got the Three of Coins essentially reversed, and that indicates to me people not working together very well. You know, and so what I'd hate to see here is that somebody or some people taking advantage of your talents and skills. And, you know, I think what it's saying here is, hey, you know, don't give away everything you've got, you know? Sometimes you have to hold back. You have to hold back because, number one, not just that others have to do their fair share, but it's really important for their growth and everything and for the good of all for them to do their fair share, you know? I just feel here if you just shine above everybody else, or if you just, how should I say this? If you just take over projects, other people won't feel they have to give or do anything. And you might give till it hurts. And maybe you're not going to want to do that. Because when the Four is upright, you really want to kind of hold on to stuff a little bit here and say, you know, kind of like, what's in it for me? And that's a good attitude sometimes.
I love this version of the Four Pentacles, Four Sacred Circles. It kind of reminds me of maybe the Light Seers one in a way too. It's sort of like somebody saying, what I'm holding on to is what I need to invest in the future for my people, for myself, for my other growth, whatever. There's a spiritual quality to this version of the card. You kind of see the spirit beings hanging around them. And I like what you said about all these other things too, that as a general reading goes, I think this is saying you realize that a lot of what you're going through, you have to kind of take the reins of your own direction yourself, with basically working on what you have as your innate abilities, rights, etc. Because working with others is maybe not working out as well, that you can do better on your own in this particular next frame of time.
Because I was just thinking here, you know, besides the fact that this is showing you have a lot to offer others, you can pretty much manifest what you want on your own. So if others aren't really doing their part, and you know what? That's even in a relationship. If others aren't being equal partners or fair, you know, in a relationship even, hey, you know what? You just hold on to your sense of autonomy, your sense of, you know, your stuff. You really should not have to do it all. And you can do it on your own. And I think here, this is saying though, through this whole whatever the case may be here, be open. Be open to dialoguing with people. Keep the channels of communication open. In other words, I know this is the anchor, but I think right now there's a lot more safety and security in really communicating to others what it is, what your expectations are, what it is you desire, and what you expect from others, at this time or not. And make sure you communicate your intent so that you will be on more solid ground.
Only if you brought some booze, Victoria.
Victoria, hello. Where were you when we needed you? We needed a moderator earlier, but now I've got everything under control.
Yes, Violet had to do something. It's always happy hour, you know that. Violet had another gig this evening, and so we thought, oh, maybe Victoria will show up. And you did. But you know what, Banshee, as far as the reading here for Raven, my lips trip over that. I agree with this. I think this is really interesting concept with the Lenormand, the idea of using the anchor and the birds to say communication sort of hanging there, being consistent, being in place. We could say that. The channels of communication are in place, and that this will help you, because I think the real challenge of your future reading here is realizing that maybe you're going it alone, you're not working with a team or with others, you're sort of staking your own territory, and you're bringing your own talents and gifts into the situation, your own resources.
Well, you're right. I could have done that, Victoria. Silly me.
Love and light.
So that's what I have for you, Rowan. Good luck
You're
with
right.
that.
You're right.
All right.
You're right, Victoria. And you're welcome. I hope you like that, Rovan. Good luck to
Okay,
you.
we are on Farida.
Farida.
Hello,
Farida.
Farida. Did Farida leave us a question?
I don't believe they did, but I can
No,
check.
but Lena did, so...
Lena
yeah.
did, yes.
There you are. Ah. You're in contact now.
Wow. Okay, so is it?
Oh.
Can you reframe the question for us?
So what? Okay, so yes. Do you want
Okay.
us to just see where things are heading now?
Right. If you feel like this relationship or situation is improving or moving in a better direction.
So you think his feelings changed? Okay.
Okay, we get it. Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we get.
Your deck.
Oh yeah. Silly me.
Great. Let's see what that means. All right.
Okay. It's not a bad card reversed necessarily. It's the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is reversed. The Knight of Pentacles, though, is reversed. The Three of Wands is reversed. So what do you have?
All right. I have, is that the sun or the star? The sun.
Oh, that is the Sun. Very nice.
And the birds. Do you mind if I start off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I feel like you were asking if his feelings have changed and also in terms of communication. And I feel that the Hangman reverse does sort of indicate a mood change or a mindset change about something, and it may indicate things moving in a better direction. What was this one?
Oh,
The Knight of Pentacles.
Yes, reversed.
But there still may be a slower movement going on here, that this still may be slower. And I don't know that it's necessarily intentional on their part. It may just be some circumstances, like maybe the communication could be going slower or the contact slower because there are other factors that affect him that maybe cause him to just be distracted or to have to work on other things, so he doesn't have as much time. And of course, though, with the Three of Wands reversed, this may indicate that these are not plans necessarily to his liking either, or the Capricorn's liking either. There may be a feeling like they do want to move in a better direction, but they don't feel that they can make significant progress. But the communication says their mindset has possibly changed in a better way.
Well, I always say some communication is better than no communication, right, Farida? So, I'm going to start with the Lenormand, because the Lenormand is about communication here with the birds, and then you have the sun. So it is saying here this is a good thing that you both have begun communicating again. It could lead to success. It could lead to happiness. So, try to keep the lines of communication open. The Hangman reversed indicates that maybe, yes, he's come back around again, that he's not being hung up by whatever was holding him or keeping him away from you or away from communicating. But I will say that the Knight of Pentacles is a slow mover for sure, And so I'm not saying there's obstacles, but I am saying here it's kind of hard to think about long-term plans or outcomes or where things are heading right now, because this person really moves very, very slowly.
They may not even have plans
right.
yet, or they may not be
right.
really trying to think of plans.
So
that's that one.
I think it's positive. Obviously here, this is a really, really good sign. And the fact that they have moved back, it's just keep in mind, these things might move still a little bit slowly. We could be wrong, but that's what the cards are indicating right now.
I don't see it specifically in the cards, but I wonder if maybe there is some other distractions. Maybe they're coming from
very well be.
family or other situations, work, something like that. Like maybe this is saying that there is a little bit of focusing on their career now too. Wands tend to be about that. So maybe they haven't totally aligned their plans really on what they want to do, but they don't necessarily want to be out of touch with you.
Apparently not. So,
that's what
gosh, I wish you luck with that. I'm glad, that turned around for you.
All right.
Good luck with that.
Thanks for coming. All right.
Yeah, like I said, it looks kind of positive right now. So maybe you're right. They have come, they're come back around with a, better attitude now or stronger feelings.
Okay, Estelle, are you still around again?
Yes, we're checking, Estelle.
Because you are the next one. Estelle didn't leave us a question too, did they? I don't
no,
remember
they did
that.
not,
Yeah.
but I have anyway. Yay, Estelle. Go ahead.
All right.
Hey,
Thanks,
and I'm
Estelle.
sorry, Estelle. We kind of just have to keep things moving.
One of
Sometimes.
these days we'll figure out a better way to do this. For now, this is what we got.
It's especially hard, when we're doing the moderating. So, but either way, it makes it hard if we.
But we're not blaming Violet.
I'm not.
I'm not either.
I was perfectly okay with it.
So I did notice Cool Creek has joined us too. I didn't see
Oh,
that.
I have them on the
Yeah.
list, don't I?
No, I saw that in the list, and I don't
Yeah.
remember when they
Yeah,
joined.
they came in.
I
Yeah.
see. Well, obviously.
And they will be after Lena.
Got it.
And we do have Lena's questions, so.
Also, who is my future husband? Where I meet him? Oh.
Oh, I see it. Thank you, Victoria. Where will you meet them? All right. Well, let's see what comes out. Is it your deck? Yes, it is your
I'm
deck.
going to use the uncommon tarot.
Did you say the uncommon tarot?
The uncommon tarot.
Okay.
Toby did it. We don't care who did it. We don't care. Okay, so Asal, who is your future husband and where we meet? Well, that's sort of two questions, but let's see if we can give you an idea. So the first card is the reversed Ace of Swords. And that is followed by Sunny's looking down upon the set there. See him in the corner there.
Mm-hmm.
The Eight of Wands reversed. Oh dear, I have a bad idea about this.
Well, I don't know.
And the... Is that the Two of Swords? It looks like the Two of Swords, yes. Oh, can it?
Two of Swords reversed.
Yes.
Huh. All right, that's okay. And look what we have here. Look what came up again. Wow.
Mr. Sun. Lonely days.
Well, I don't know, again, how specific we can get a cell. But, you know, and who is your future husband? Well, let's take a look here. Probably should have done that one a little bit differently. But, what is that?
Two of Swords reversed.
Oh, it's a Two of Swords reversed. Well, I think I can pretty much say that I feel there's a lot of... I feel like they could be an air sign. I can get that from this reading. I feel as though they may be involved in some business that relates to the government in some way. I'm combining business with the swords here. I also might not rule out that they could be an educator. It's possible. But you know, I feel here that, and you know what? I'm not so sure. I'm almost getting the feeling that this might be talking more about movement towards you than about the person themselves. With the Two of Swords here, I almost feel reversed. I almost feel like I have to tell you, because I'm feeling this, that somebody might be moving towards you. It may take some time, and there's going to be some bumps along the way, but they are definitely moving towards you. And what is this again? The Ace?
The Ace of Swords reversed.
And I would just suggest that this may be, you know, a real clunky start to this relationship. It may not be very clear that you're going to even get involved with this person, I feel, when you meet them. Now, I'm going out on a limb on that, but that's sort of the way I feel here.
May I?
You may. You may.
Okay, I think this is more than a clunky start. I think this is really, really, really a slow start. I can't see personally where I see this happening anytime soon. All the cards seem to look like really sluggish energies.
Really? Okay.
I do feel like this is a person maybe who has leadership type qualities, so maybe they have a position of leadership of some sort, but they're just really hesitant to kind of proceed with some of their plans or some of their conquests, that they sort of have mixed feelings about moving towards you, or maybe they're just really ultra cautious, moving more slowly, or they're not really clear, in my opinion, sure that they're moving towards you yet. Like, I think if they are thinking about you at all, if they possibly know you or know of you, it's coming down the road. I just feel it's not coming very soon, Asel.
But I just feel there is a successful conclusion here.
With
We
the
have the
Lenormand there.
stork and we have the sun. I can't help but wonder, though, if what this
I
is...
do feel that way too with those.
Okay. I can't help but wonder if this is saying more about where you might meet them. And, I'm looking at a lot of this air energy here, and storks fly, so I can't help but wonder if this is going to be a distance away from where you live, and perhaps even you might meet them, I hate to say through social media, because really I don't think that's the greatest way to meet people. It works, but I can almost see that, because air signs, air cards are about communication. And I feel here too, the sun, maybe that is a key. I do feel it could be somewhere where there's more hot climate as well. I feel that there could be heat much of the time in this environment where, this person lives.
Thanks, Victoria.
Why are you doing that?
Because I didn't know she was doing the list.
Oh, she took over.
Well, I didn't realize.
But I'm still watching.
Well,
Sorry.
I think then we should just try to be a little more succinct then. But at any rate,
Like
I've sort of...
he is.
Okay,
Go on.
I'm done then.
Where's the timer?
I'm done.
I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
I
I'm just bickering.
I just want to reiterate that I do think that something may be coming, but I think it's really so slow and maybe painfully delivered that you're not going to know about it until it maybe makes itself apparent.
That's why I'm saying that you're right.
And
You're
that
right.
it does feel like it will be something more successful. But what can I say? I think it's a year or more down the road here. So I think you just mostly, and I feel the connection is maybe through learning things, education. Swords are about learning, so I don't know if that can apply. I'm not saying you're going back to school, but maybe you're in a situation where there is something that is being shared information-wise or knowledge-wise.
I think it could be less than a year, but here's the deal. I think that when you first, like I said, when you first meet them, it's not really clear that they're going to be, a romantic interest for you. It's not really clear. You might meet them in social, or like he said, in an educational environment. And, it just might take some time to gel. Maybe that's where your year comes in, I think.
Already.
So we have for you a little bit vague, but I think that gives you an idea. It's not forthcoming right now. And where, too, came up a little bit here.
Alrighty, and I see Lena is back, and we have Lena's question, so
We
we're
do.
right in time for that.
I have it. It's will my son...
You're welcome, Estelle.
Will my son R from my first marriage come and meet me after 33 years in this coming month? Okay.
All right,
How do we want to do that? Do we want to do that and say yes, no? Do we want to throw through
you can
cards?
try that.
Huh?
I'm using the Lenormand on this one.
I know. I'm asking you the question, though.
Yeah, we have your question.
I'm asking you the question.
I prefer yes or no, and then
Okay.
going back for more detail if necessary. Could I have that Lenormand over
No.
there?
No, you can't.
I don't know why you're laughing, because I'm not.
That's why I'm laughing.
Well, then I'll turn off the cameras, and we'll see who's laughing then. I'll start laughing right now. You're welcome, Estelle.
Why do these keep coming up?
Dang.
All right, let's see. Ooh. Okay, we have the Six of Wands upright. Oops. Wow, we have the Knight of Wands upright. We have the Moon reversed. All right.
Well, you certainly want to be recognized, I guess, or somebody does. We have the sun again, and we have the journey, the ship.
God, Lena, I hope it's true.
It looks really
It
positive.
looks really positive. I wish it could happen. These Six of Wands is about, getting attention, getting getting a victory of some sort. So if this is what you truly want, I think it could happen. Or maybe this is saying if this is what your son truly wants, he's going to make it happen.
One of you want this.
Definitely. And with the Knight of Wands here, that's somebody on the move, That's energy that's moving towards you, or maybe this is your son moving and taking that trip. And with the moon reversed, I feel like you're going to find out something. You're going to find out one way or another if this is going to happen. But look, we got the ship here, and we have the sun, which indicates definitely like a voyage or a trip or travel and a successful journey.
Lena, so it was so very long ago. Do you think that there was something that somebody found out one way or the other, something that was uncovered or that was discovered or that was realized that maybe is the impetus to this happening? And I do think the Knight of Wands is more likely representing it is Wands, right?
Yes.
Their energy maybe trying to come forth over to you. So I do feel that maybe most of the energy is them moving towards you. I do feel that the ship and the sun seems to look like it's a good outcome, like there's some sort of sense of happiness or joy as an expectation of this move.
Well, you asked about in 1 month, and you haven't seen them in 33 years, so I'm going to assume you must have some knowledge of them wanting to take this trip. Is that true? Because otherwise, I don't want to get your hopes up too much here, but there's a lot of positive energy here. If there's any communication you are having with your son, now is the time to express it, that you would like this to happen, because maybe they would be very receptive to this idea.
Right. Maybe we should throw a real quick yes or no. Or do you want to leave it at
Let's do, oh wait, hold on. He's getting married. Okay. So you are keeping up a little bit here. So I would just say, I don't know. 1 month is a very short window.
Well, she says in the coming months.
Oh, okay. No, really, for the question? Okay.
Do you see my son coming back in my life in the coming months?
Oh, coming months. I think it's possible. I think it's highly possible. So, keep the lines of communication going.
So he's coming around because you heard this through another relative.
Okay. That might be it may very well happen.
I would say that maybe you should use this other possibly mutual relative to try to communicate your own encouragement here. But I really hope it does happen.
There's a lot of positive energy. I don't even think we have to do the yes/no. Just because I see the question was months. I think the answer is that it's looking like they would be willing to move towards that. And I think you're going to find out something more. I think more is going to come out about this. But also, you yourself should move this forward if you can. So good luck with that.
Good luck, Lena. Let us know, of course.
Yeah.
We'll want to know if you have a happy occasion or not.
A happy reunion.
And Coal Creek is next.
Hi, Coal Creek.
And I will be using the Olympus Tarot again. You're welcome.
Oh. All right, go ahead and type your question.
There it is.
Oh, okay.
What does Kay's 3D self know about our connection? Is he aware of who I am? So you're talking about a virtual reality thing? Maybe?
What does K's 3D self know about our connection? Okay.
Eating those, eh?
I gotta get the Lenormand going here.
Yes, you do.
Let's see what we get.
Thank you, Victoria, for all your help tonight. I'm going to make it official later before we leave.
Three D self is a person on Earth, you silly. True that. I knew that. All right.
Well, what's the 4D? For you? All right.
Goodness.
So my first card then is the 7 of Swords upright. Then I have the 10 of Swords upright with a big old naked Minotaur.
I do not like that.
And then I have the reversed 9 of Pentacles, which I don't think I like very much either, maybe, in this context.
Yeah, but
4D is time, of course. I knew that, Victoria. No, I didn't. Well, I sort of did. Okay, the crossroads, or what is that?
stars.
Stars.
They're looking up at the stars.
And the key. Okay, interesting, interesting.
It is. How many swords are there? Oh, it's a 7. Okay,
Seven
the
of
7 and
swords.
the 10. Boy, that 10 of swords is not a good thing. I'm just trying to figure out how that relates here. But with the 7 of swords, I want to say that, you know, they may be holding they may have knowledge of you. If they do, they're really holding it close to their chest. They're not.
Oh, yeah, 7 of Swords.
Right, you know, they're not letting you know. And I wonder here, because it's a card of trickery a little bit here. It's possible they are doing this because maybe they worry about betrayal. Maybe they've gone through some difficult situations in their life that makes them kind of want to hold back, you know, and sort of stay in the shadows for now. And
9 of Pentacles reversed.
right, and it's basically because too, I feel they're still trying to sort out what it is that will really make them happy. You know, whether in their life they're having, I think they've gone through a crisis and they're trying to resolve it.
I think that this card does sort of suggest that maybe they know about you, but they're not willing to really acknowledge that on some level. They sort of would rather be able to enjoy the relationship on their own terms, knowing you exactly how they feel. They want to know you and not knowing you more intimately in certain ways. And I do feel that this maybe is a sense of that they feel that they don't know if they trust yet. You know, they don't know if they trust.
Yeah, that's a good
But
one.
at the same time, they sort of really want to be really precocious on some level about it, to not necessarily telegraph
Tip their hand, yeah.
telegraph their intentions.
And you know, but here's the thing. The Lenormand is saying the key is don't give up hope. Don't
Ooh,
give up
like
hope.
that. The destiny.
Remain optimistic. This is also a card of destiny. That maybe, you know, this person ultimately will be your destiny. Or, let me just say, no matter how this turns out, there is a destiny to this whole situation. that needs to play out for better or worse.
So ultimately, I think they are aware of who you are, but they may not understand your intentions or exactly what the relationship should be, and so they're very cautious. Because that's what you're basically asking, if they know who you are.
Yeah. So keep hope alive, I think, for sure, you know. And I think it's not going to be, you're not going to know right away, one way or another, if they know or not. I personally feel they do because of that 7, and they're just kind of
Being coy about it.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
coy.
And it's as he said, they may have trust issues, not necessarily personally with you, but just trust issues in their life.
Well, even when you look at the allegory, Theseus had to trust Ariadne to help him get away from the Minotaur, and she was like his enemy's daughter. So just as an allegory, it's kind of like, can you really trust somebody who you don't really know for sure what their intentions are?
So that's what we have for you in this situation. I hope that helps.
Okay, I'm glad. I see. Okay.
Ah.
Well, then you have to try to make sure you can assure them, that your intentions are honest too, that you are an honest person in all this.
And keep the faith. Keep hope alive.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I'm glad it resonated. All right, so thank you, Victoria.
Hey, Sterling, are you here? Did you come back? Sterling was somebody who left earlier, so we might go quickly through this. Let us know if you're here right now. Hey, you're welcome, Culprit. Let's give Sterling a moment.
Thank you to our moderator tonight, Victoria.
Yay! Look at that.
Go on and give it a kick. And you're very welcome, Kulpreek.
All right. I don't think Sterling is here. So let's take them off the list and move on to Leah. Leah, welcome.
Hi, Leah. Hope you're still with us too. There you are.
All right. Hi, Leah.
And one last time, maybe, don't forget to watch my emotional exchanges tomorrow morning at 7, where I have time-stamped each of the quarterly zodiac signs, so you can go right to that reading and find out what emotional resonances are happening, why it's important, and where is it leading to.
There'll be a new upcoming work position for me sometime soon. Next month or so, even. Okay, let's see what we get with the cards. Yes, my duck.
You can watch it at any point because it's not a live show. It is a recorded show. So please watch it and like it. I'm not in the chat or nothing. But I mostly want to see how the timestamp thing works out, because it looks like it'll go directly to the fire signs or the earth signs if you click on that.
I hope you can set that up for my show.
I'm going to do it.
But if it's a premiere, it might be trickier.
Oh, but you're so interesting. Everybody wants to watch the entire show, darling.
That's because I talk to my audience in the chat.
What do I do? Oh, wait, I don't.
All right. Okay. Let's see, Leah. Well, you got the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is reversed, and that's sort of the way I like to see that card.
Yeah, that's true.
We also have the Moon reversed. That just came up recently. We'll talk about that. But we have the Knight of Wands reversed. Doggone it. Let's see what you have, Mr.
Well, this is interesting because, of course, let me just move these a little bit for room. I have the Coffin.
Oh.
and the snake. And I think I know what that means.
Well, shall I let you go first?
Well, I think that if there's been deceptions about uh, people who said, oh, we're going to hire you, or you can do this to get hired, or blah, blah, blah kind of things, or if you've been deceiving yourself even about where you can find a job or where you can fit in, I think that's coming to an end. That's the coffin. I think that could be a cause of that. Of course, snakes themselves are mostly about that. The fox is about the workplace too, so it's not the fox. Okay.
No, it's not the fox, but that's okay. What do I do with my wand?
Did you want to go back to the original set?
I do.
Okay.
You know, I think you're going to find, well, I think there are going to be still some setbacks. You have the Knight of Wands reversed here. And so to me that indicates, all I can say to you is if first you don't succeed, just keep trying. Just keep trying to manifest what you want. Because it does seem as though things might not be panning out. You might get some rejections along the way. Things are going to be revealed to you, so pay attention to the places you're interviewing with, what they're looking for. Maybe if they even give a reason why they did not select you for a job. Keep all of that in your mind. I think these revelations are going to be really important for you as new opportunities crop up. I'm not sure at this point that I see the job happening, within a month. It may take a little bit longer. But I feel like there's opportunities, that there are opportunities out there, and that maybe the key to finding them is to be able to look at, well, if I'm not meeting this criteria or that criteria, maybe I need to shoot for this kind of job. It might steer you in a different mindset on where you should be applying next. And here, I feel as though maybe if you feel the universe has things stacked against you, I'm just going to go with that. If you feel like really betrayed or just bitter right now, because the snake can be about that. How come they say, for example, that unemployment is so low and I can't get a job, for example? I think that's going to come to an end. I think things are going to start looking up for you. I feel here there's opportunities for somebody to take you more seriously. I'm just not seeing in these cards right now the end result of you getting a job.
When I look at the Five of Cups reversed, I think this is you coming to the realization that the opportunities for you come when you really find out finding out the moon reversed, something else you need to do for that. And so that maybe you really have to really change tactics. Maybe you have to really think about developing a different skill set or putting yourself somehow in a different situation. That's the swords or the wands.
Yep.
The wands always kind of represent a sense of transformative energy, and I think this knight is saying you are blocked, and maybe this is what the realization is if you realize you're just having a hard time feeling how you can change your sense of your luck. But at the same time, I think it's really seen that there are opportunities. You just have to really make yourself feel better about them. Maybe you haven't really decided that you like doing certain things because you just don't know that experience yet. Cups can be about experiences, and so I think you may have to try things you really don't think you'll like just to get the experience to really know for sure, because I have a feeling something could change that way, that maybe that's what the deception has been, is that you may have decided certain things already won't work out. Maybe that's based on what others have told you. Maybe it's based on just some hidden fears you haven't totally wrapped your head around yet.
The Five of Cups here is, like you said, too, I think that what this can also be saying to me is that, and it kind of falls in with what I said here in a way, that, you may be deceiving yourself in that there's nothing out there for you. as things, seem harder and harder, some rejections come in. There's still something out there for you. Those 2 cups are remaining standing while the other ones are spilled. So, you win some, you lose some with the 5 of Cups. And I think with it reversed, it's saying that something will come to you. It's just a matter of time. And to keep at it and to keep believing in your ability to make it happen. Feel free to come back and ask again and see if the energies have changed.
All right. Good luck, Leah.
Victoria, you are up. Here, I'll take those. Maybe I'll take them. All right.
All right. Good luck to you. Will Rabbit Hole 2 open up new ones? Which deck would I like to use? I think I would like to use the Moon Baby. And I think I want to do a yes or no. And then
really?
we can... Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Oh.
I wanted to do 3 cards. I was ready to do 3 cards.
Should we ask it as the 3-card way?
No.
No. Okay. We'll do 3 cards.
I always get my way. Actually, I don't. Don't start.
No comment.
My gosh, you're kidding me. Oh.
8 of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Swords reversed. I'm getting a picture here. 2 of Cups.
Me too.
I'm getting a picture. It's going to be hard work. And you might have to do more of the work than maybe you feel you've been told or you
I'm looking at that a little differently, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to spend a lot of time there, but I think it's about really working a little bit differently and maybe a little bit harder than you have before. But I feel like it is going to come together. The 3 of Swords reversed is talking about a healing. So if healing or just repercussions ending and sort of, not repercussions, that's not the word I want, but just sort of the things that sort of frittered it apart sort of come back together again. And of course the 2 of Cups itself is about harmony and trust. And so I think this is saying maybe it'll be better than before because maybe somebody realizes, that it is a good synthesis between, all the parties involved.
Well, right, you're going to find somebody. Somebody's going to take an interest in you, seeing you on the rabbit hole. No, hey, I'm not ruling that out. But really, I think what the 2 of Cups is saying here, that really you and your partner on that show do have a sort of chemistry. Maybe at times that's underappreciated by someone, And so I feel here there's sort of though that some of these fences about that are going to be mended this time around. That maybe you're going to feel things are a little bit better after all. And that more of the chemistry will be realized. Maybe in the past you have felt that, you were underappreciated or perhaps underutilized. So I think, that's one thing you'll have to work on here if you feel that way, is to ensure that, you have that equal kind of partnership here. But I really feel this is I just saw this card and I thought chemistry, right away when I saw that.
And it really talks about success too. In a way, success of a coupling, of a bonding, whatever, a relationship.
Now, I held the Lenormand for a reason because I could not believe this, but lo and behold, what came up first again
The anchor.
Now, if this doesn't represent a rabbit hole, I don't know what does.
The maze.
So, there it is, the rabbit hole. You are anchored in that. Maybe things will stabilize there at the very least for you, but the maze isn't always a great card. So there's some confusion sometimes, when you're in a maze, you kind of can get lost there. So don't get lost in that rabbit hole, Make sure that you are grounded and that you are comfortable, that, you find your comfort zone working again, in harmony with that partner. And it'll probably be okay. I think also the maze is kind of mystical, magical as well, and you're dealing with a lot of the unknown. And of course, when you're in a maze, sometimes you just don't know where it's going to go next. And so this is really pretty interesting. Hey, I'm sorry, Lady T. We have closed the list. We're done with our show for today. We apologize.
Right, we will be back on Sunday afternoon, 2 to 4.
2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you just want a single card message from Spirit, just no questions asked, we have a happy hour at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. So I apologize, but we're at the end of our night, so we can't take you today.
Yeah, but thanks for coming. So, to me, I think the idea of the rabbit hole or the maze here and the anchor, this is interesting because, of course, before I suggested that the anchor tied in with the idea of the Minotaur card that we saw there, whatever card it actually was, the idea of leaving something that kind of grounds you or calibrates you or orients you so you can find your way back out of the maze or the rabbit hole. And so I think that's what this is saying, really, is just the idea that go into it with the right view here, that, of course, if you need to get out, you can figure out how to get out.
Find your way towards, the confusion, towards feeling anchored again. I mean, at first it just may, it may just seem a little bit like I've got to get used to this again. I've got to get in the zone again, And I feel once you get through that, you'll feel a lot more grounded and anchored there.
Right. I don't think we're telling you no. I'm just thinking, know how to go in and know how to come out if you need to.
Yeah, I think this is going to work for you. But, again, and if you feel like there's more you need to do on the show, maybe you need to voice that. If you feel like you're underappreciated or underrepresented in some way, I think that would be one thing that would need to be addressed. But to me, this looks rather healing and like the partnership is there. It'll click again, So that's a good sign. Good luck with that.
All right. And of course, you're welcome, and we love you too, of course.
I hope it works out. I can't wait to watch it again.
Yes.
Fun times.
So that's our show then for the evening.
That is our show. I want to thank everybody for being here. As we were off last week, this weekend will be normal. We'll be here for our happy hour at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We just draw a card for you and give you a positive message from Spirit. And then Sunday we'll be here from 2 to 4 p.m. Answer all your, not all your questions. Answer whatever question you're going to throw at us. So, want to thank you again. Take care, and we hope to see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.